Here's our audience.
Hello, I'm Chang, and this is my persuasive speech over why online gambling should be legalized in America. Gambling already in America, or internationally even, is a highly lucrative business that most consider a vice, and so it deals with a lot of regulations and restrictions. In the United States, every state has differing laws on gambling and how much they allow. Very few allow casinos, and most allow lotteries or racing, or even bingo is considered gambling in some of them. But all states agree that online gambling is not allowed. It's banned throughout all of America. Online gambling, though, should be legalized in America and practically restricted so that the government can gain millions to billions in tax revenue, as long with protecting American customers from overseas companies. Currently, the ban can only be applied to American companies because there's no way for America to impose its laws on other companies, and the internet is international. So the current bans don't really stop Americans from gambling online, but they do, however, force them to use companies which are not subject to American laws, and so they put American citizens at risk because there's no way to guarantee financial security on current online gambling sites because they are not subject to any U.S. law. Also, the government currently is dealing with a wide variety of budgeting and financial issues for which online gambling could help remedy. The current legislation that exists to make online gambling legal is incredibly impractical. Currently, the only legislation that is being debated would require that companies that run an online casino or any other kind of online gambling would be required to keep track of and prevent the use of their sites by people who are deemed habitual gamblers, terrorists, or are behind in child support payments. This puts an enormous burden on private companies because they not only have to find out all this private information about American citizens, but they also have to find some way to block those specific people from using their sites, which is not really possible considering there's no guaranteed way to verify who is using your site. The other main reason that online gambling is still illegal is that many people find a moral issue in allowing something that they see as not a virtue to be made so easily available to everyone. Again, this is more of a matter of principle because the government is not here to babysit adults and tell them how they can or cannot spend their money. And it sets a dangerous precedent that the government is now trying to interject itself into personal lives, even online, and choose how you can spend your money online. There have been many studies done as to the amount of money that is being made in the online gambling business. This graph represents current projections of the amount of international profit being made from online gambling, with by 2015 the projected annual international profit being $512 billion, of which America currently has no part. The chairman for the Center of Gaming Research at the University of Nevada did a study and estimated that large populated states such as California or New York could stand to earn approximately $100 million to $200 million annually from the taxation of online gambling. And that would require little work because everything is online and taxes could be electronically taken out of all payouts or bets. The federal government itself did a study and projected that within 10 years, the legalization of online gambling could result in $42 billion in new revenue. So in short, the legalization of online gambling would not only help protect American citizens by bringing the industry to somewhere where it could be regulated, but would also generate needed revenue for the government, both state and federal. Finally, it's an issue of principle in which the government should not be able to tell the American people how they spend their money.